Hi. VAXXED 2 is a movie that exists to help Congress poison more babies into autism and to kill more babies via vaccines. That's why the people who made the movie omit the most important things that they should be saying in the movie. I haven't seen it, but I'm certain I'll be proven right once I do see it. The people who made VAXXED 2 will not tell anyone that we have to kill every politician in the United States for the treason they're committing against us. Now that may sound harsh or even a little extreme, but all it is following the law. There's a law called treason. And when you adhere to your enemies and cause things like autism by taking bribes and lying about how vaccines cause autism, you are committing treason against every baby yet to be born in the United States. Of course, these politicians are all committing treason by the fact that the Federal Reserve exists to rob everyone in the country. Every politician in the country also commits treason by allowing lawyers to work in our government and by allowing the owners of the Federal Reserve to own the TV networks so they can lie to everyone in the country. And by allowing people like Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey, alleged owners of Facebook and Twitter, to ban people who tell the truth so that they can lie to everyone in the country about mercury in vaccines and try to con people into believing that mercury in vaccines does not cause autism. Zuckerberg and Dorsey are just liars, just like every politician in the United States. And this is the intent of the movie VAXXED. Instead of asserting themselves and all the victims of mercury poisoning for vaccines as the owners of the United States and trying to unite the country to remove every politician and every lawyer from our government, these people, feigning stupidity, put all of those victims in a subservient position to our government by telling the stories of people who were into, or people who had their children injured by vaccines, but not talking about the solution. I'm one of those people who had my kid injured by mercury in vaccines. Not by vaccines, but by mercury in it 23 years ago. My son is severely autistic. He's still in diapers, he can't speak, and he still smears feces. So that's the life I live, taking care of him. But I'm not out here on YouTube crying and whining about that or asking to be part of a movie to tell the horror that I live, because there's nothing I can do about that. I tried chelating him to get the mercury out, and he did improve a lot, but I started too late, and I couldn't undo all the damage that the mercury did to his brain. So what can I do? All I can do is try to unite people to kill Congress so we can stop them from taking bribes and authorizing the maiming of more babies with mercury in vaccines, which is what Congress will do forever unless we unite and stop them. VAXXED 2, I'm certain, does not talk about this. What they do is maybe raise awareness or tell people the truth about vaccines. Well, big deal. Anybody with half a brain that wants to know the truth about vaccines can look it up and find out for themselves. They don't need to watch VAXXED. VAXXED isn't doing any service to anyone because VAXXED is, I'm certain, still lying about the MMR vaccine as a cause of autism, which it isn't. The MMR vaccine never had mercury in it, ergo, it cannot cause autism. Perhaps it causes some other sort of damage, but autism is the killing of brain cells, which lowers IQs and makes people's brains so bizarre from having all those brain cells killed by mercury that the kids just can't function, like my son. That's what it's about. And you're not going to change this by raising awareness. You can only change it by removing our corrupt government from office. And since the government is 100% corrupt, that means we have to arrest every politician and every lawyer in our government, charge them with treason, give them trials. We'll win every trial because every one of them is guilty, and it's simple to prove. Of course, we'll have to remove the judges first and put humans in as judges instead of lawyers so that we can have fair trials. Because every judge in the United States now is a lawyer, which makes them an enemy of the people of the United States. In case you haven't bothered to look at the legal industry and figured it out, every judge in the United States is acting as an enemy spy. You can't win a trial when you have an enemy spy presiding over that trial, whose job it is to destroy the United States. That's what these judges are doing. That's why we barred lawyers from working anywhere in our government, and they sneaked into it, subverted it, and now actively engage in destroying our freedom and in overseeing things like vaccines to cause brain damage intentionally to our children. VAXXED is not telling anyone this. There's lawyers associated with this VAXXED. And as we know, every time a lawyer speaks, the lawyer is lying. VAXXED won't tell you that. In this country, the people are the highest authority. That's me and you. It does not include lawyers. VAXXED does not tell anyone this. Again, I haven't seen it. I'm certain that when I do see it, I'll be proven accurate. It's what they don't say that matters. People who made VAXXED did not tell the truth, and I'm certain they won't tell the whole truth at VAXXED either. If you're a victim of vaccines, you have to stop listening to the people associated with VAXXED, and you have to stop listening to any group that allows a lawyer into it. The lawyers are lying. They want to hurt your children. That's why they lead you, to cause you to lose to the government. But we the people unite, we can fire the government, take our freedom back, and stop the vaccine industry from hurting anyone else. That's what you have to talk about. If you're a victim of vaccines and you want to solve the problem and stop it from happening to anyone else, you have to talk about firing our government and killing all the politicians who are in there now committing treason against us. It's legal to kill those politicians under the crime of treason. There's nothing wrong with talking about that, but Facebook and Twitter won't let you talk about that. So talk about it anyhow. You can't allow Facebook and Twitter to silence you, to take away your freedom of speech. You have to talk about killing every politician in the United States after they're tried and found guilty of treason. They're all guilty, and it's simple to prove it. Talk about that. Treason is a heinous crime. That's why it carries a death penalty. All of our politicians and every lawyer in the country are committing treason against the 300 million humans in this country. Talk about that. That's how you fix the problem. Thanks for watching.